Certainly, that can be a long path. But we do want to be able and willing to take calculated risks, especially if we're prepared. If we have prepared well, then we know that we may have a risk involved, but it's a calculated risk, and you have a pretty good odds of being successful. It's so important not to be afraid to fail. If you do fail, pick yourself back up and keep on walking, because life goes on. And I think it's important to be willing to take those risks. I'd like to give a few quotes about risks. John Scully says, "The people who take risks are the people you will lose against." And we all know the saying that without risk, there is no reward. And Earl Nightingale said virtually the same thing when he said, "You can measure opportunity with the same yardstick that measures the risk involved. They go together." And we shouldn't be afraid of risk, as I said, if we're prepared. Gifford Pinchot, the great father of forestry in America, and a wonderful conservationist, said that by exposing yourself to risk, you're exposing yourself to heavy-duty learning, which becomes very emotional and intellectual experiences. Each time you make a mistake, you're learning from the school of hard knocks, and that is the best education available. You're right, Gifford. Now, all risks don't necessarily result in success. But one thing's for sure, if you don't try, you'll never know. So I hope you'll be willing to take calculated risks as you go forward here. The next letter in the word pride is the letter I, and I think that should stand for integrity. You know, the great Bulldog football coach at the University of Georgia, is so odd because we were having conversations earlier. There's some folks here that know the Bulldog team and that are from the South, LSU. We talked about SEC football. My goodness. Is that the piano talking to me? But the great coach Vince Dooley of the Georgia Bulldogs once said that integrity may not win you ball games, but it will give you longevity. And it is the stuff of which legends are made. And I tell you, when I think about football and coaches, I grew up in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, during the time that the great Bear Bryant was the coach there. And I always think of what a wonderful coach he was, and what a man of integrity he was. And those kids from all around the country flocked to the University of Alabama to play for Coach Bryant because he had integrity. You could believe in what he said, and you knew that he was going to help you build character, not only as a player, but as a human being. And so Coach Bryant had integrity with a capital I. And he loved those kids, and he worked with them, and he worked with their families as they went through the program at the University of Georgia. So integrity is like a magnet to talent, and I think that's very important to remember. If you have integrity, people want to work with you. Our next letter is the letter D, and I like to think of the 3 Ds: desire, drive, and determination. About desire, we can say, we all know that old saying, that if you want something bad enough, you can get it. Well, that only works if you put action into the equation. If you have the drive and the desire and the determination to meet your goals and to get your job done. And to never give up. Don't be afraid of working hard and having some failures. Never give up. I like to think about that guy that wanted to learn how to be a baseball player. A young fellow lived out in the country, and his mom and dad were working, didn't have any brothers and sisters, and nobody nearby living with him, but he wanted to learn how to play baseball. So he goes out and he buys him a ball and a bat, goes in the field to the side of his house, and he gets that bat in hand, gets that ball, and gets a good grip on that bat, throws that ball up, and takes a swing. He misses, picks that ball up, and he said, I'm going to get this right. He gets a better grip on it, squares up a little bit better, tests his right hand on that bat, puts the ball there again, tosses it up, takes a better swing, but he missed again. The third time he picks that ball up, and this time he's really focused. He wants to learn how to play this game. He wants to be great. And he throws that ball up with the best grip and the best stance that he has, but he whips it again. Well, he picks that ball up and tosses a couple of times and says, "Yep, looks like I'm going to be a pitcher." So, drive, desire, and determination, never give up. And a little flexibility doesn't hurt us. On the last letter, we have a letter E, and I have a couple of words for that. I think the first important word is excellence, the pursuit of excellence. To do the best you can in your pursuit of the passion that I know you will find. Because the pursuit of excellence can take you to the Super Bowl. It can get you to the Hollywood Bowl. It can take you wherever you want to go. It can take you to the mountaintop. But you must be committed to take that ride. Be committed to pursue excellence. And there's another E word that I think is so important, and that is everybody, meaning teamwork. You know, football teams don't win just because you got a great quarterback, or a basketball team doesn't win because you got a great center or a great point guard. It takes everybody working together. And you know, I think again of the Rolling Stones. What an incredible team. And by the way, next year marks the 50th year of this enduring team, Rolling Stones. And, you know, we could break it apart and talk about Mick Jagger and Keith Richards and Charlie Watts and Ronnie Wood. They've all had successful solo careers as well as working with the Rolling Stones, but they've always valued the whole more than the sum of its parts. And, you know, the team doesn't stop there. I'm proud to be a part of that team. The other musicians are a part of that team. The people that put the tours together, the people that design the stage, that design the lighting, that run the production. These are all members of our team, even the people that drive the trucks. You know, when we're touring, there's some 250 people that are part of Team Rolling Stones. And everybody is essential in that, and it takes everybody to put that show on. So remember the value of teamwork and the value of everybody working together. And so, if we think of the word pride and we think of preparation and passion, of risk, of being a person of integrity, having drive and desire and determination, a pursuit of excellence, and everybody working together, if you follow those principles, no doubt you will be successful no matter what you are looking for in life. So thank you all very much. Again, congratulations to you guys. Appreciate you.